Welcome back to the scrumptious after show. And we are here to talk Ash vs. Evil Dead, episode 3 of season 2, because we missed last week's because things got real. I was out of town. We're back now, but last week's episode, to be fair, pretty shitty.
Here's a rundown of last week's episode. Poop Pablo Pot. Pablo Plot. I should have done Plot Pablo because it's easier to come out. Like poop.
Like poop. Oh, goodness. So that basically is all you need to know about last week's episode. If you watched it, I'm sure you laughed. You went, ugh, just like the rest of us. So that was last week's The Morgue. We're moving into this week's episode, which is entitled Last Call, because it's a party.
Yeah, actually, last week's episode set this one up really well. You know, with the kids stealing the car after just, oh, hey, look, Ash is an asshole. Let's go steal his car. And then a Christine situation happened.
And then Evil Delta struck. Oh my gosh, they did such awesome work with I don't want to say eyebrows because it wasn't eyebrows, but it definitely had expressions.
Yeah, angry face.
Yeah.
And the fact that it now has a hydraulics kit. Did it always have a hydraulics kit? I don't remember if he showed that off or not in season 1.
I do not recall a hydro kit in season 1, which is not to say it wasn't there, but...
Yeah. It was a really good episode for a lot of reasons. I really liked this episode because while last week's was big on slapstick and liquids, it wasn't very big on plot other than, Pablo,
Fluids.
You have precognition. And that was it. That was all of the plot we got last week. So this week, we get a little more father-son interaction. We get the Deadites actually being released for the season rather than just the children. And we get cars.
We get not quite the Deadite jock bro
that you were expecting.
That I wanted. But
I
you
like
know
this
what?
better.
Yeah, not disappointed. Not disappointed.
And we started with a de-penising. So that's how you know that this episode's taking its violence seriously. We almost had another one towards the end of the episode.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say is because of the world that is Ash versus Evil Dead, I knew what was going to happen at the end. Like the moment, and I know I'm getting a little ahead plot-wise, but the moment they went outside, I knew it was going to happen. As soon as Dad turned around, I was like, well.
That's the end of that, folks.
Yeah. But great episode. A little more plot development from Kelly. We're starting to see that self-doubt or, more just disappointment. Like, oh, yeah, shit, I have given up everything.
Yeah.
To play second fiddle to Ash's decisions.
Yeah, no, we're seeing her strike out at her own. Loved the Xena nod there with the fingers up the nose.
Yeah, just a lot of good character development. She cheers up Pablo, and Pablo, being the clueless dunce that he has always been, accidentally depresses her. But then he goes and fixes Ash. Ash proves himself to his father, and then a giant secret is almost revealed that will never be revealed.
Yeah, well, it was, shades of the shaman last season, where it's like, Pablo, I have something really important to tell you.
Yeah, I think it's going to become a running gag, because I know Bruce Campbell himself was actually talking about, they're hoping for 5 seasons of this. He wants to do 5 seasons of this. So that could become a running gag.
Yeah.
I have something to share. Deadite, murder,
Before you go, I must tell you. Blah. Yeah.
And I don't know, it was a really fun episode. At 31 minutes, I felt like it was like 10.
Yeah, it felt super short, very fast paced. We moved right along.
Yeah.
And we now know that the one surviving teen
is the daughter of the sheriff
and hot waitress.
Yeah, which is kind of important because they're going to murder off at least 2 of the 3 members of that family throughout the season.
Yeah.
So, as we know how it goes. And the question is at any point is an addition going to be made? Because I feel like Ruby's a temporary addition. I don't know that. I think she's going to go back to being the antagonist at some point. So, do we ever add a real fourth as things go, or is it always going to be like last season? We get our fourth so they can die at the end of the season. That's
I don't know.
speculation.
Those are speculative questions that we do not have those kind of answers for. No, it's a great episode this week. I mean, last week was a little bit difficult to watch depending on your squeamish levels.
And this week did a good job too by having the car. They really only had to have one deadite. By using the car as our main murderer, we kept the body count pretty low. And a great setup for next week's episode, because the only witness to Ash's savior or savingness,
yeah, non-slashiness,
awesome. Yeah, the only witness is
dead.
Yeah, smushed. And good on them for the car murder graphics, I must add.
That car got the best kill shots, man.
Yeah, between the flattened skull and then the actual as the tire was lowering and running.
Yeah,
that was like. Ugh.
I was a fan of the hook shot hubcap boomerang myself.
Yes. Now, who knew hubcaps were that dangerous?
Yeah, hubcaps, man. You gotta watch out for this stuff.
Yeah, we're not revealing a whole lot plot-wise, conversation-wise. We're just pointing out that this episode was phenomenal, and it's just setting it up to top season 1.
Yeah. Well, we should probably mention, we've got a split in the group now. We got Team Girl Squad, Team Bros.
Yep. So, does Kelly become evil?
Speculations abound. So as always, join in our speculative banter in the comments down below, and we will see you next week after the latest episode of Ash vs. Evil Dead on Sunday nights. So, bye!